everyone. Happy International Yoga Day. And in honor of today's celebration, I'm going to be celebrating with everyone who follows me and all my friends out there with a foundational beginner level yoga class. Not something that's not too long, that's accessible for everyone. If you've been eager to try yoga, maybe today is your day to start and give it a go. We won't be inverting, we won't be doing anything crazy today because that's not what it's meant to be. It's going to be more of movement, mindful movement and awareness into your body and into your breathing and into yourself. And this is what really yoga is about. So it's not about all the crazy inversions, of course that's like a bonus, but it's about movement and understanding yourself and how you feel on your mat, and let that reflect off your mat. So with that in mind, today's class is going to be a simple one, beginner level. All you're going to need is a mat, maybe some blocks if you have it handy, but I'm going to try not to include them, because if you don't have blocks, then you can still make that class happen today and give it a go. So as always, I love to start with being seated on the heels, toes untucked behind you, hands into your lap, nice spine, long spine, and just before moving and movements, you always want to center yourself really well. You want to make sure that you're grounded, that you feel your own energy, and you're just observing everything that's going in the mind and in the body. And of course, for anyone who's a beginner level, observe more, because this is something new and foreign. And I'm going to try to just teach you simple movement today, okay? So, find your way onto your mat, bring your hands into your lap, keep your spine nice and long, tops of the feet pressing down, close the eyes off, everyone. And let's take 3 breaths here. And as we breathe today, we want to try to fill the belly as much as the lungs. I'm not going to be too harsh or too anal on this one, but just something to consider. So let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more deep breath. Inhale, everyone, and exhale. Release. I already feel better. I hope you do as well. And keeping the eyes closed, I'll ask everyone who's joining me today from your home to bring your hands to heart center, and I'll ask you to set an intention for your class today. And let that intention reflect throughout your day as well. So maybe everyone's intention for today is could be to try something new, to get on your mat and just move. Or maybe it's something else that you are feeling today. Whichever intention you've intended, I'll ask you to chant a silent Om, or just try to digest that intention before we start moving. And then gently release the hands, wing the eyes open, and let's all make our way onto hands and knees. So for a beginner, might be your first time to be on your hands today. So I want you to make sure whenever we're moving that your hands are shoulder width apart, your fingers are spread wide, you're pressing down, and you just feel your hand awareness on your mat. And then find your knees, make sure they're underneath the hips. And from here, we're just gonna start drawing really little circles, moving from the left to the right around the hands. Just waking up your hands, pressing into them, bringing some awareness, something new into the body. Then we're gonna switch it from the right to the left. And again, just really little circles, nothing too big. We're just trying to wake up the heads. We're trying to wake up the shoulders. And as you do those circles, make sure that you're not sagging into the shoulders, you're pressing out This is something to really consider when you're moving here. And then let's find our center back in the middle, and we're gonna get a little into the spine, moving through cat-cow. And again, this might be new to you, so just do it really gently and smoothly, especially in the first two, and then work up your way, maybe in the 3 other ones. We're gonna do 5 of those. So inhale, melt the belly, pull the heart forward, and then let that reflect in pulling your gaze upwards. And then let's all exhale, moving from the chin, tuck it in, round into the shoulders, belly, and finally gaze between the thighs. So inhale, melt the belly, pull the heart forward, pull the hands towards you, and lift your gaze up. Then exhale from the head, tuck the chin, round the spine, pull the belly, and round it back. Beautiful. 3 more just like that. Inhale, we open, we arch, we lift the gaze up, and exhale, we tuck the chin to the chest, we round, we press out. Beautiful. Final 2. Inhale, open, gaze up, arch the spine. Exhale, I want you to press, to round, and gaze between the thighs. Final 1 with me. Inhale, open, arch, lift your gaze up. Exhale, press, round, and round it out. Beautiful. Then come back onto hands and knees, find a neutral spine, and together we're going to lift the knees up, and we're going to melt into a downward facing dog. So again, this might be your first ever downward facing dog, so let's revisit it really quick. I want you to start from the feet into the hands. So first, look at your feet, make sure your heels are behind the toes, and you're pressing your heels back. It doesn't necessarily, and it might not happen today that your heels are touching the mat, but always intend that. Then look at your thighs, make sure you're pulling and you're pressing your legs, your hips up. Then start finding your spine. Make sure your spine is nice and long, armpits are hugging in, and then I want to look at my hands, make sure my fingers are spread wide and they're pressing into the mat. And from here, let's take 2 deep breaths together. Inhaling deeply and exhaling gently. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Then inhale, everyone, lift your heels, look forward, and we're going to take just little tiny steps. And of course, you can bend your knees here if you can't straighten your legs like me. So knees bent would look something like that. Once you find the top of your mat, we're going to find a halfway lift. So we're going to inhale, pull the shoulders back, and you can take a peek really quick at the screen. Pull the shoulders back, pull the belly in, and make sure that you're like a jumping board kind of position. It helps a lot here. That's the halfway lift. And then as we exhale, we bend the knees, we melt the heart onto the thighs, and we fold down. Then together, we're gonna ride our breath, inhaling, reaching the fingers all the way up towards the sky. Fingers touch, exhale, bring your hands through heart center, squeezing the belly button in, straightening the spine, and pulling the tailbone down. So I'm not hyperextended, I'm tucked in when I stand tall. This is called Tadasana. It's your home base. So always make sure you know and you remember that. We're gonna move through 4 more just like that. It's really simple just to get your spine moving. This is called a half sun salutation A. So let's inhale, rise with the arms, reach up, keep pulling the belly button in. Exhale, melt your heart onto your thighs as you soften your knees and drip down into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the shoulders back, pull the belly in, and find a beautiful, nice straight line into the spine. And exhale, fold, melt, let it go. Inhale, we rise with the breath, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Beautiful. 2 more. We're getting more fluid into our bodies and into our movements. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, gently fold, bending the knees, dripping the heart onto the thighs, just like a waterfall. Think of that. Inhale, halfway lift, our jumping board. Exhale, drip it one more time, melting your heart onto your thighs. Inhale, everyone rise with a breath, stand tall. It's like you're hugging air. Touch the fingers overhead. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. One more round, you got it, yogis. Inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, fold, dripping your heart onto your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, find a nice, beautiful, straight spine. Exhale, fold, melt, let it go. Let's all rise with a breath, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Beautiful. Then from here, just find or catch your breath. If this is new, again, it might feel really foreign and you might feel something new, so just sync with it. Let's all take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Let it out. Then we're going to inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, and as we exhale, we're going to find our beautiful forward fold. You're going to place this time your fingers, all 10 fingers, pressing down, and you're going to lift your right heel, find awareness into your right foot, and you're going to step it back. You can wiggle your left foot forward a little and melt your right knee down. I just did that to fit in the screen, so I was worried I was going to get outside of my mat. Then from here, keep hugging your inner thighs towards one another. Keep that right toes tucked and press into your left foot to inhale. Find a half Anjaneyasana crescent pose. Now, I know this looks really simple, but a lot of people miss their hips being squared and they're in this position. This is no good. So you always want to make sure that you pull your left hip back, right hip forward, pull your belly button in, and then extend your arms up towards the sky as you create a foot lock with that left foot. Inhale here, open, and exhale, stay. Let's stay for 2 more breaths. Just putting that belly button in, finding a nice neutral spine, extending the fingers up towards the sky. One final breath here. Inhale and exhale. Let it out. Now let's inhale, frame the front foot with all 10 fingers. And as we exhale, we're gonna lift our right knee up. We're gonna power that left foot a lot, and you're gonna step your right foot back to where we started. Inhale, halfway lift, find a nice neutral spine. Exhale, fold, melt, let it go. Everyone rise with the breath, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Beautiful. Let's try the other side together. So again, really simple, nothing too intense. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fold, dripping your heart onto your thighs. Frame your feet with both hands, all 10 fingers. Then bring awareness into your left foot. Inhale, lift your left heel up. Exhale, walk your left foot back. Lower your left knee down. Create that foot lock with your right foot. This time, keep your left toe tucked. Inhale, rise up into Anjaneyasana, baby Anjaneyasana on the right side. Anjaneyasana means a lunge. Baby means low lunge. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, belly button in, extend your arms up towards the sky, and let's take 3 breaths here together. Super simple. Again, we're not doing anything crazy, but you're bringing that awareness into the legs, into the hips. 1 more breath here. Inhale, keep reaching your arms up towards the sky, and exhale, frame your front foot with all 10 fingers. Inhale, lift your left knee up off your mat, and exhale, power your right foot and gently step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a nice straight spine. Exhale, fold, melt, let it go. Everyone inhale, rise with the breath, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Beautiful focus, beautiful work, everyone. Then together, we're gonna inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, gently fold, melting down. I believe that you're ready. You might be feeling your spine already becoming more fluid. Then we're gonna place the hands onto the mat, bending the knees as much as you need to. You're gonna walk your right foot back, left foot back, lower the knees down, and sit back onto your heels. Well done so far. So for this segment, we're gonna learn how to do plank the right way. I believe that a lot of people are doing it wrong if it's your first time. So I'm just gonna show you the mechanics of how to do it right and how to breathe right as well when you're holding it. I believe everyone can do it, and if you feel that it's too much, we're not gonna be holding it for long periods of time, so just jump in with me, you got it. So place your hands underneath the shoulders. Make sure your fingers are spread wide, pointers pointing forward, then extend both legs back. So let's start with the hands. Make sure hands, elbows, and shoulders are aligned. Fingers pressing down, then you're rounding your shoulder out. That reflects in your belly button being pulled in, legs are straight, heels pressing back, and I'm supporting myself here with everything. My hands, my belly, my arms, it's all good. We're gonna stay here for just 2 to 3 more breaths. So again, just make sure that you're pressing the mat away, your legs are straight, you're squeezing your inner thighs together, and you're really active. One more breath, yogis. Inhale, then exhale, let it out, then gently bring your knees down, sit back onto your heels. And from here, we're just gonna clasp the hands behind us. We're gonna pull the shoulders back and open the heart. After being close, it's really good to always open the heart again. Kind of undo or counterbalance what you just did. We've got one more. You can do it, yogis. Stick with it. Open the heart, and then exhale, release. So again, realigning ourselves, hands underneath the shoulders. Make sure you're nice and pressed down, then extend your right leg, extend your left leg, and find a beautiful, solid plank. And again, I never want to be melting the belly down like that. This is a big no. Make sure you're tucked in, you're pressing away. The more I activate my body parts, the more everything is going to be working in sync. So I'm not just going to be working one thing and feeling it so much there and then neglecting my other body parts. I'm just talking to waste time. One more breath here. Inhale, then exhale, gently bring your knees down. And one more time, just counter stretch what we just did. Open the heart, stretch it out. And then release your clasp, and we're gonna come back into tabletop. And it's good here to undo the wrists. So you can place both fingers facing you, palms down, and just stretch the wrist bones really quick. Because if this is your first time doing plank, it might feel a lot in the body. One more breath, then gently undo the hands. Press your hands down, tuck your toes, and let's all make our way back into our downward facing dog. Just take 2 breaths, again, realigning yourself, pressing the hips back, pressing the hands forward, squeezing the armpits in. Just finding that really simple. It actually, for some people, it might feel like an inversion, and downward dog for a beginner class just considered an inversion. So you're doing something new and it's exciting. So try to breathe well in it. One more breath, and let's walk to the center of our mat. Find the center of your mat and inhale, halfway lift everyone. Exhale, fold, melt, let it go. Inhale, rise with the breath, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Beautiful work. Now we're gonna move into a bit of some fun today. We're gonna try tree pose together. Tree pose is beginner friendly, okay? It helps you to find your balance and also strengthen the legs. So, first thing first, I want you to find your feet together, and I want you to look at one point in front of you. That's gonna be your focal balance point. It could be right in front of you, could be kind of more down towards the ground, further forward, whatever feels good. And whenever you're doing anything balanced, what we just did, that core activation in plank, I want you to integrate that into your balancing postures. So you feel balanced and you feel like you're one. You're not many parts, you're just one good, solid, strong part. So from here, let's press more into the left foot and lift the right heel up. And then with your right hand, you're gonna grab your right ankle and place your foot pressing into the left leg. So for some of you, you might not even have the flexibility to bring your foot up here. It could be a bit low. And if I'm starting to reach the point where I'm pressing into my knee, that's a big no, because you might hurt your joints. So what you can do is bring it below the knee. So either below the knee or definitely, of course, above the knee. Once you're good and solid here, keep opening that right knee out to the side, pressing into the left leg, putting the belly button in, and then you can just extend your arms by your side first, finding your balance here. And if it feels good, I want you to keep looking at that focal point and start inhaling, rising with the arms up overhead. Once your fingers touch, your hands touch, press your palms into one another and keep extending the arms up, pulling the shoulders down, putting the belly button in, and staying super strong in that left leg, gripping the ground with your left foot. We're only here for one more breath. Inhale, then exhale gently first, release the arms, release the foot, and let it go. You can shake out your left leg. If it's new, again, it might feel really intense. And if you fall, you get back into it. Let's try the right side together. So I'm pressing into my right foot. I'm gonna lift my left heel up. And again, first, just find your focal point. It's called your drishti. This is really important. If I lose where I'm looking, I lose my balance. So always remember that. Then grab your left foot with the left hand, place your foot pressing into the thigh, above or below the knee is good. Pull the left knee out to the side. And again, first, just stay balanced here. Now let's inhale, extend the arms by the side. And again, just first find your balance, keep looking at that focal point. And if you feel good, rise with the arms overhead, pressing the palms into one another, pulling the shoulders down, looking like a strong tree. So your right leg is your base. Make sure your foot is learning how to grip the mat and find the balance. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, let it out. Then inhale, extend the arms one more time. Exhale, release them down as you release the left foot. Well done, yogis. Shake it out. Now let's find the top of the mat one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold, dripping your heart onto your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift everyone. Exhale, place your hands and walk your feet back into plank, and then from here, lower the knees down into a tabletop. Beautiful work, everyone. I'm really proud of you. And then from here, we're gonna walk our right foot on the outside of the right hand. We're gonna wiggle the left knee back, just once or twice. And I want you to sway your hips here from side to side, releasing any tightness that you might have felt in the hips, in the legs. Just let it go. Swaying and breathing. We're kind of winding it down now, so we're not gonna be doing anything strength required. It's gonna be more mobility. So for some of you that might be even more difficult, but I'm just, it's a good thing we're not exerting any more effort. Then from here, let's wiggle the right foot to the center and the right hand from the outside. You're gonna keep your left toes tucked, and from here I'm gonna press my hips back and melt my heart forward. It's like I'm pulling my chest towards that right thigh. This is called half splits. And this is really good to stretch your right hamstring. So I want you to melt the heart, pull the heart forward, tuck your right toes towards you. And we need to square the hips here as well. You're always going to be hearing me square the hips. It's just really important. So you pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and you're melting your heart down. And you're breathing here, and you're feeling really good, letting it go. Only here for one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Now let's bend that right knee one more time. press the hands, and we're gonna switch legs. You're gonna walk your right foot back, and you're gonna walk your left foot forward, walk your right knee to give yourself more space, and in lizard on the left side once again. And lizard for each person is different, but just for today, I want you to make sure that you're putting your heart up. I'm not rounding down here. I have a really nice long spine, and I'm swaying, and I'm feeling that right psoas stretch, that left hip open up. So it should feel really good. This is one of my favorite stretches actually to do. One more breath, then let's wiggle the left foot to center, left hand on the outside, and from here we're gonna move into half splits one more time on the left side. So tuck your left toes towards you, pull your left hip back this time, right hip forward, melt the heart and the head down towards the thigh, and take 3 to 4 deep breaths here. Just breathing, bringing awareness into that left leg and into the body. Feeling maybe something completely new today. One more breath, inhale, then exhale, release. Then everyone, bend your knee, place your hands, and make your way onto hands and knees. From here, we're gonna cross the legs, and we're gonna make our way onto our bum. I'm just gonna face you guys so you can see me. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together into butterfly, clasp the hands around the feet, and then from here, we're gonna press the elbows down, melt with the heart forward, and sink as low as you can go today. And as low as you can go is as low as you can go. So don't be harsh on yourself, just play with it. Find your own depth today, and remember to breathe. I'm never holding my breath in unless I tell you to do so. But if I'm telling you to breathe, I want you to take long, deep breaths in and out through the nose, breathing into your inner thighs, feeling maybe your lower back lengthen as well. One more breath here, inhale, and exhale, release. Then inhale, lift your chest up, everyone. Exhale, use your hands to bring your knees together. Inhale, straighten your right leg in front of you. You can tuck, of course, your left toes. And exhale, keep the right foot where it is. Then inhale, your right arm up, bring it behind you. We're gonna move into a twist. Exhale, left arm up as you bring your left elbow on the outside of that right knee and you twist. You have the option to hug your thigh here with the left hand. This is really good for your spine because many of us forget to twist. So when you stretch twisting, it really helps the spine to stay healthy and safe. One more breath and let it out. Then gently bring yourself back to center, straighten your right leg, hug your left in, and again, left hand behind me, inhale, the right arm up, exhale, we twist, hugging or not hugging, whichever feels better in your body. Just make sure that your spine is nice and long. So I don't want to be rounding my spine here. I'm twisting, but I'm opening at the same time, and I'm breathing. One more breath. Then inhale back to center. Everyone straighten both legs this time, and exhale. Just find a good solid base. Then we're gonna move into a forward fold, our last stretch for today. Inhale, reach up, exhale, choose your own adventure. Holding down. So for some of you, this might be or feel impossible. What you can do is keep the spine nice and long, grab the feet, and just keep a slight bend in the knees as you pull yourself down. So I'm moving more into the spine and into the hamstrings. Stay here for 3 breaths. One more breath. And inhale, rise with the arms, reach up, open the heart, exhale, bring your hands back by your side. I'm just gonna scooch myself back onto my mat. We're gonna bend the knees and really slow, we're gonna lower all the way back for 5, 4, 3, Once you land, you're gonna touch your heels with your fingers, and we're gonna press the hands down. We're gonna move into bridge, just to stretch the fronts of the body, and also to activate the back muscles. Inhale, activate your back muscles. Keep pressing the heels down, pull the belly in. Exhale, just a gentle lift with the hips up as you wiggle your shoulders forward. Staying here for 3 more breaths. Inhaling, lifting, squeezing the inner thighs together, pressing into the heels. Exhale, we stay. 2 more here. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more. Inhale, lift a little higher. Then exhale, gently melt down. Hug your knees in towards your heart center. Everyone, give yourself a loving hug for what you just did. And we can rock ourselves right and left as we hug our knees into the chest, just undoing everything, giving yourself some love, respect, loving your body for being able and capable to move today and getting on your mat and intending motion in the body. And find your center back in the middle. Everyone inhale, squeeze the knees in, and exhale, release everything out, 1 leg at a time so you don't hurt yourself, into your final posture for today, Shavasana. You can stay here for as long as you want, maybe 5-10 minutes, just breathing into the belly, lifting the belly up with your inhalation and melting it with your exhalation. Finding that beautiful stillness in the body after motion. And knowing that you can't really mute your mind here, but you can let all your thoughts pass by like cars, like clouds, not holding on to anything we don't need or that doesn't serve us anymore. Anything that weighs you down, let it go so you can feel lightness in the heart, in the mind, and in the body. Then whenever you've had enough in Shavasana, we're gonna start moving the fingers and the toes, the neck gently from side to side. And then we're gonna pull the right knee in, left knee in, and really gently you're gonna roll yourself onto your right side like a baby that just woke up. And then using our left hand to assist us up, we're gonna make our way back up into a seat, cross-legged, if you may. And then I want you to bring your hands onto your knees, close your eyes off. Now let's take 3 breaths, closing off our practice. Let's inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Inhale deeply and exhale gently. And 1 more, inhaling, straightening that spine like a vine. And exhale. Release. Then gently bring your hands to heart center, honoring yourself, your body for today. Good together, line up the hands really strongly together. We're gonna gently rub our face, massage our arms, and leave the eyes open. Thank you everyone for today. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I wish you again Happy International Yoga Day. Have a great one.